Good evening, all. Can you hear me? Can anybody tell me? Can you hear me? Right. Today we are going to start Smart Learning program conducted by Zonal Education Office Chilao. I'm Imashi from St. Anthony's College, Todwara. Today I'm going to teach you passive voice. Can you hear me? Okay. Passive voice. mm, Most probably, passive voice question will be come to your text term, third term test paper. So I'm going to revise your knowledge about passive voice. I know that you all have already learned passive voice from your teachers at your school. So I'm going to revise your knowledge, right? Okay, let's move to the next slide. Right. Passive voice, simple present tense. First of all, let's see the active voice sentence. They clean the classroom. They clean the classroom. They clean the classroom. Right. Be- to make a sentence, we have to use subject, verb, object. Okay. They clean the classroom. Subject, verb, object. Right. To make a passive voice sentence, we have to change the object as subject. We have to change the object as subject. In this sentence, the object is the classroom. So we have to change the object into, into the subject. Next, we have to change the subject. Next, we have to change the subject into doer, right? Subject becomes doer. Hello, madam. Right? Sorry for that. Sorry, let's continue the lesson. Right? The object becomes subject and the subject become doer and the verb become past participle verb. Past participle verb, right? After the subject, we have to use the helping verb. So we have to look at the tense of the verb and select the helping verb, right? Am is because this is the simple present tense sentence. So we have to use am is. We have to select a helping verb from this am is are according to the subject, right? This is a present tense sentence. So we use am is are. Now look at the doer. Before the doer, we have to use by. We have to use by. Right. Okay. Next, now we made now we made the sentence into passive voice. We changed the simple present tense sentence into passive voice. The classroom is cleaned by them. The classroom is cleaned by them. The classroom is cleaned by them. The classroom becomes subject. We use is according to the subject because it is a singular noun. Then we change the verb into past participle form of the verb, and then we add plus at and we change the subject into them. Right. Okay. Now let's move to the next slide. Right. She writes a letter. She writes a letter. Right. She writes a letter. Now can you change the sentence into passive voice? Can you change the sentence into passive voice? She writes a letter. Right. First of all, we have to take a letter. First of all, we have to decide what we have to select the object, a letter. According to that, we have to use a helping verb. Am is are because we use am is are. This is simple present tense sentence. Right. A letter is right. It's come written. Right come written. Can you hear me clearly? Yes, Ashan. Can you tell me? Can you hear me clearly? Okay. A letter is written. She. Subject become doer. Subject become doer. The letter is written by her. Okay, now let's go to the next sentence. The students bring books. The students bring books. Right. Can you make this into passive voice? Right. Books. The object, to select the object. Books. Into the object, we have to select the help verb. Object. Books are bring become brought. Bring become brought. And the students. By the students. Books are brought by the students. Books are brought by the students. Right. Let's go to the next slide. Now you have a clear about changes of the pronoun. Okay. I become we become us. She become her, become him, it become it, they become they, you become you. Right? You have to change the pronoun when we are changing sentence into passive voice. I have given 4 questions. Right? You have to fill the blanks. I'll give 2 minutes and to fill the blanks. Right. I hope that you all have answered. She makes a cake. Right? Here she makes a cake. A cake is made by her. She become her. Next, we decorate the hole. The hole is decorated by us. The hole is decorated by us. The hole is decorated by us. Next one, my sister hits me. My sister hits me. I am hit by my sister. I am hit by my sister. Become I. Next one, he drinks a cup of tea. A cup of tea is drunk by him. A cup of tea is drunk by him. So here I become him. Now I think you have a clear idea about how to change the pronoun when we change the sentence into passive voice. Our PowerPoint isn't working. Can you please tell me, can you hear me quickly, clearly? Right now, I think you can slideshow properly. Right. Let's move to the next slide. Right. Fill in the blanks of these present tense passive voice. Now I'm going to give 2 minutes to fill in the blanks of these sentences. Yes. What is the answer for the book? Cheese is cheese is eaten by a rat. Cheese is eaten by a rat. Cheese is eaten by a rat. Next one, pictures blank by a girl. Pictures blank by a girl. Right? The verb is draw. Now you have to change this verb into participle form. Pictures are drawn by a girl. Pictures are drawn by a girl. Next, pictures are drawn by a girl. Next, what is the answer for what is the answer for the next one? Glass blank by a man. Glass, right. According to the object, we have to select the helping verb. Glass is singular. So we have to use glass is a singular noun. So we have to use is broken by a man. Should be changed into past participle form broken. Broken by a man. Next, the tree. The trees are planted by the children. Trees are planted by the children. The trees are planted by the children. Okay. Now let's move to the next slide. Now you have to change this to passive voice. This type of questions will be continued in the third term test paper. Right? I'm going to give 1 minute to answer these questions. What is the first one? Ravi donate some Ravi donate some books. Ravi donate some books. Ravi donate some books. Right. What is the object of this sentence? What is the object of this? Yes. What is the object of this? Yes. Some books. We have to take some books as the object. Some books. Right. Books is plural noun. So we have to use are. Books are donate. Donate. We have to change the donate into past participle form. Donate. Donated. Some books are donated by Ravi. Some books are donated. Some books are donated by Ravi. Some books are donated by Ravi. Right. Next. He an essay. He writes an essay. Writes an essay. Right? The object. He is the subject. Writes is the verb. And essay is the object. Essay. We have to take an essay as object. An essay, right? It is a singular noun. Is written by an essay is written by him. An essay is by him. It drinks milk. It drinks milk. It drinks milk. Milk is milk is a singular noun. It's an unplural noun. So milk is drunk. Drink past participle form is drunk by it. Milk is drunk by it. Is drunk by it. Right. Next, they football every day. They play football every day. What is the object of this sentence? Right? Every day is not the object. Most of the students take every day as object. It's wrong. Football is the object, so we have to take the object as subject and change in sentence into passive voice. Football is. Football is. Play become played. They become by them. They become them. We have to add by. Football is played by them. Football is played by them. Right. Now I think you have a clear idea about changing present simple present tense passive voice sentence into passive voice. Okay. Right. Now let's learn simple past tense passive voice. Right. First of all, let's look at the active voice sentence. They clean the classroom. They clean the classroom. They is the subject. Clean is the verb. It is the past tense of the verb. And the classroom is object. Right? We have changed the object into subject. We have to change the object into subject. Next, we have to change the subject into doer. Subject becomes doer. Doer is the person who is doing this task. Then the verb become past participle form. The verb become participle form. Right. Okay. Next, before in present simple present tense, we use is am. Here, this is the simple past tense, so we have to use was, were. If the subject is singular noun, we have to use was, and if the subject is a plural noun, we have to use were. And then before that, have to add by. Now, the passive sentence is the classroom was cleaned by them. Classroom was cleaned by them. The classroom was cleaned by them. Right. Classroom was cleaned by them. Okay, there are three pictures and I have given some past tense verbs. You can fill the blanks using these verbs. Right. I'll give 1 minute to find the answers. The meeting. Yes, Inosh, you raised your hand. Okay. What is the answer? The first one, the meeting. The meet. The meeting was because is the singular noun. So we have to use was here. Meeting was started. The meeting was started. Next one. Sigiriya. Sigiriya also a singular noun. So Sigiriya was. What is the past participle of built? Built. Built by King Kashyapa. Sigiriya was built by King Kashyapa. Next one, the Christmas carol. Christmas carol. Christmas carol is a plural noun. Plural noun. So we have to use were. Christmas carols. Christmas carols were Sorry for the delay. Christmas carols were sung by them. Christmas carols were sung by them. Right. Now let's move to the next slide. Now you have to change these sentences into voice. Right. First one, Neluka made of tea. Neluka made a cup of Neluka made a cup of tea. He completed the report. Completed the report. Next one, she knew the secret. She knew the secret. Now all sentences are past tense. You have to change these sentences into passive voice. I'll give 1 minute to do this activity. Right. Yes, you have answers by answers. Right. One. Niluka made a cup of Niluka made a cup of tea. The object is, what is the object in sentence? A cup of tea. A cup of tea. Right. We have to use was because it is a singular noun. And made the past participle form is made, and the doer is Neluka. By Neluka. Cup of tea was made by Neluka. A cup of tea was made by Neluka. Next one, he completed the report. He completed the report. He completed the report. Here, the object is the report. Object is the report. The reports were completed by him. The reports were completed. The reports were completed by him. We use were here because the report is the plural noun. Right? Completed is past tense. Past participle form of complete is completed. Reports were completed by him. Next one. She knew the secret. She knew the secret. She knew the secret. Yes, secret. Yes, we have to take the secret as subject. We have to take the secret as subject. She knew the secret. The secret is the singular noun. So the secret is knew. The participle form of knew is known by her. Known by her. Right. The secret is known by her. Next. Now let's move to the next slide. So, next slide. There are 5 questions. Now we have learned both past tense and present tense. Now we have learned how to change the past tense sentence into passive voice and the present tense sentence into passive. Right? In your text paper, in your third term text paper, both tenses will be come. So here I have jumbled these two sen- these two patterns. So you have to look at the verb and whether it is a past tense verb or a present tense, whether it is a past tense sentence or a sentence. Then according to that you have to use the verb am, is, are, was, were. I'll give 1 minute to answer these questions. Right. I think You all have written your answers by yourself. Okay, new books. Before doing this activity, you have to check the by. By is a present tense verb. By is the present verb. Right. By is present tense verb. So, new books is a plural noun. It is a plural noun. Are. Are bought by us. New books are bought. New books are bought by us. What is the past participle form of by? One, a letter blank sent by Fernando. Sent. Sent is also a present verb. So we have to use am is are. Here, letter is a singular noun. So we use is here. Letter is, a letter is, a letter is sent by Mr. Fernando. A letter is sent by Mr. Fernando. A letter sent by Mr. Fernando. Next one, lantern. Lantern was because made. Made is a past tense verb. So we have to use was were here. Lantern is a single, so we use was. Lantern was made by the children. Lantern was made by the children. Lantern was made by the children. Next one, give. Give. And the verb is give is a present tense verb. So we have to use am is are. Give is a plural noun. So we use are. And the past participle form of give is given. Gifts are given by our uncle. Gifts are given by our gifts are given by our uncle. I blank appreciate by the teacher. I is the subject here. So we have to use select a helping verb from am is are because appreciate is a tense verb. So we have to use helping verb am is are. I we use am here. I am past participle form of appreciate is appreciated. I am appreciated by the teacher. I am appreciated by the teacher. I am appreciated by the teacher. Okay. New books are bought by us. A letter is Mr. Fernando. Lantern was made by the children. Gifts are given by our uncle. Arm created by the teacher. I forgot to make a suggestion. You can take when you are doing this activity, you can take a separate book or a separate and you have to list out the past participle form of right. It will be useful to you. Here the past participle form by bought, sent, made, give, given, appreciate, appreciated. You can make a right. Okay. Right. Now let's move to the next activity. Right. Here, given 4 sentences. This type of activity, this section definitely come to your third term paper. So you have to answer these quickly. I'll give 1 minute to 1 minute. Try try to change this sentence. First of all, look at the verb and decide the present tense sentence or a past tense sentence. We build a sand castle. She brings First, mother cooked a potato curry. The principal addresses the meeting. We built a puzzle. She brings flowers every day. Mother a potato curry. The principal addresses the meeting. Right? Try to change this sentence to passive voice. Right. Let's see the answers. We built a sand castle. We built a castle. What is the object of this sentence? What is the object of this sentence? A sand castle. A sand castle. A sand castle. Sand castle is a singular noun. Is past tense. So we have to use was. Sand castle was built by sand castle was built by us. Next, she brings flowers every day. She brings every day. Right. Brings. It is a sentence verb. So we have to use am is and the object is flowers. Object is flowers. Flowers. So it's a noun. We use are. Flowers are brought her every day. Flowers are brought by her every day. Next one. Mother cooked a potato curry. Mother cooked a potato. Cooked. It is a past verb. Cooked. So we have was were here. Then to take the object as verb, a potato curry. A potato curry. Accordingly, we have to select am is are. Here we use am not am is are was. It is the past tense verb cooked. A potato curry was a past participle form of cooked. Cooked. So potato curry was cooked by mother. A potato curry was cooked by mother. A potato curry was cooked by mother. Next, this is the last sentence. The principal addresses the meeting. The principal addresses the meeting. Here, the addresses. It is past tense verb and the meeting. Meeting is a singular noun. So we is here. The meeting is addressed by the principal. The meeting is addressed by the principal. First one, we built an castle. A sand castle was built by us. Next one, she brings flowers every day. Flowers are brought by her every day. Next one, mother cooked a potato. A potato curry was by mother. Next one, the principal addresses the meeting. Meeting is addressed by principal. Right. Okay. Now you all have get you all have revised your knowledge about passive voice, right? Definitely, most probably, passive voice question will come to your term test paper, right? Please study passive voice, and I hope that you all have gained something, have gained an idea. You have all have a clear idea passive voice through this lesson. So I'm going to wind up this session. Thank you for participating.